Welcome to Vodhalla.
Confidence, that thing that we always keep coming back to. That was just completely incredulous to watch him. It was to see everything in motion like that. But we have Luna and Guichabou already in motion, touching down on Apocalypse, wasting no time as this is already, like we just said, a rematch of winners finals. But right now, one thing that I always say about one thing that I always say,
you didn't even realize it was grand finals.
Exactly. Hey, you gotta keep the momentum rolling, you know. If you're feeling good about something, you can't really wait for a lot of stuff. So you can't really wait for me to kind of keep explaining and talking about stuff. So right now, one thing that I always say about grand finals is that coming from winner's bracket, you have two chances. Coming from loser's bracket, you have one, because the way the bracket reset works. And that is going to reflect heavily on how every game plays out for the rest of the night. Welcome to grand finals, kids.
Yeah, and the thing with grand finals is, you know, Guichabou, he has two potential best of fives that he has to play here to get back to win, and for Luna it's only one. Right now he's doing a great job of covering this space, and Luna is just suffocating him. He can't get back to the stage. I think that entire stock was spent outside of the map in terms of trying to spend off stage, and Guichabou just got completely suffocated. He could not do anything there except that.
Except that quick little N-sig to be able to cancel out the 3-stock, but Guichabou in a little bit of a better place now. Both of their approaches are going to look quite similar, so they're going to try to build up damage. They're in color KO right now. They're in damage building mode right now, but right now as Guichabou is finally starting to able to find more hits, the double stare almost coming from Luna would have been beautiful, but Guichabou really just trying to chase that, and this aggression coming from Guichabou is just honestly gorgeous to watch. And another N-sig coming out from Guichabou. More N-sigs is exactly what Guichabou might need, as Luna is just looking for the last KO to put the first one up on the board, and the recovery is going to be a good place to start as this grand finals. Sometimes when you light the fuse, it doesn't wait to reach the gunpowder. It just starts.
Yeah, and again, Luna is just putting the hurt down onto Guichabou, but again, Guichabou is not out of this, okay? Again, we saw how just you're down one game, but you can adjust, you can make the proper and necessary changes, okay? So Guichabou is not out of this just yet. So Luna may have had a pretty good game one, but again, this is grand finals. Anything can happen. This is where you put out all the stops, and this is where you put out everything.
And we've also seen times earlier in this tournament, and I guarantee you if you do enough digging, you can probably see this in other tournaments too, where sometimes the first game goes just completely in one person's way in dominant fashion, but the other person who seemed to be trailing behind starts to pick it up, switch gears, and Guichabou doing just that, starting out with a pretty little damage lead already. Game 2.
Yeah, and as you can see there, the guitars coming in from Guichabou is definitely something that we're wanting to see, especially against Luna. And now Guichabou has to just finish out this stock cleanly. But again, against a player like Luna, it's going to be a bit hard to do so. He definitely has the skills to do it.
The GC giving Guichabou enough time to charge the stakes so it does a little bit more damage and fly a little bit farther, but also because it's a GC, it stops a lot shorter than an average attack, and so it doesn't let him hold on for it long enough for Luna to be able to get that awareness and know what's happening. Guichabou really starting to pick it up with these combos, and like you said about Luna suffocating Guichabou earlier, it's still true. Luna's still able to know how to land the hits. It feels like if Luna just wants to land a hit, he's able to do it. It feels like there's not much in the way between these. Are both of those skins snow shovels?
I think they are.
They both are. Man's brought 2 snow shovels to a fight and is already 1-0 in grand finals. That is completely legendary.
Yeah, I mean it is winter, but there's no snow to be shoveled out here. But
I mean, he is Yeti Taro.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, cool. That was good.
right now. Game. Oh, I was just about to talk about how even the game is, like you said earlier, talking about it. It's the universe hears it and it makes it different. It's that kind of curse, that commentator's curse, as Guichabou is able to nice and tactically snag a little weapon above Luna's head and has a little bit of work to do to try to even out the game, but not much we haven't seen him already do, or not anything that we've seen him do even more impressive feats, and is still spent quite a bit of time untouched on that first stock and is still just hounding on the pressure right now. Is about to punish that spot dodge with a quite nice little reaction there, but still a lot of these N-Sigs coming out from Guichabou. That is really the option right there. It's whether or not he's gonna have enough patience to wait until a good opportunity for the N-Sig lands, but it ends up being the D-Light Nair. There it is, that we see so many times from Guichabou. So that cannon D-Light Nair, and also that both the N-Sigs in general are really what you're going to see from him. So Luna has already had that downloaded. By the time I've noticed that, someone like Luna has probably noticed that days ago. So Luna's definitely going to be on a lookout for that. Ooh.
Had all of his options intact, and he was able to back up and punish him, and that will cost him. I believe that is now 2-0 to Luna.
Oh yeah, Luna's looking for the clips. He knows what's good. Guichabou break glass in case of emergency, choosing to switch over to this Jiro. A little bit of a defense stance there, much needed against a 7 attack cross. So Luna definitely playing the heavy hitters, going from Taros to cross. A lot of these Sigs are going to KO somewhat early, as we could be having the last game of the night. I don't want to say too confidently just yet, because a lot of things are happening. Other than this stage, this is a completely different game, as we have different mindsets for both players, as they both enter different characters with pretty different weapons entirely. So I don't know how much I want to say anything just yet, but hold on to your seats.
I'm holding on to my seat. I'm properly holding on to it. Yeah, this is...
Gotta hold it tight.
Yeah, I mean, this is very similar to what we saw in the last game. He's switching over to cross in the last game, and he's preventing him from any sort of ground touching, keeping him off the ground, saying the floor is lava, but I am the only one that gets to play. I'm saving you from dying by killing you myself. That's basically what he's doing. But Guichabou back on the Jiro, trying to find any sort of opening, but it looks like he's going to find one. He's going to get the down air coming in. Now it looks like he's trying to find something to follow up on, and Guichabou might have just found it. Tries to go for the down air. He does get it. Will he be able to convert on this? He will do it. And nice kill coming down on to Luna. Finds the conversion, gets the advantage, and that's beautiful. And now he's sharp. He's going to go for it again.
Guichabou just completely offstage master. We've seen some of the pretty tricky tricks and stocks that they were able to, I just said tricky tricks, but we've seen some of the pretty tricky things that Guichabou was able to do offstage with Katars, but I'm trying to speed up my words so I can get to what we are right now. Guichabou is on tournament stock right now. It could be it right now. They really need to try to play this scythe beautifully if they want to try to find a way through this cross and last a little bit longer. This maybe Zero to KO is going to do a pretty good job of doing it. But this dare, very low to the bottom of the screen, and the weapon throw covering some space, going to put Luna in a very good spot to cover a lot more area of the screen, as currently this is becoming to be a very close game. Although the stock and damage lead is in Luna's favor, still Guichabou is able to slow down the game a little bit and land some more hits of their own. Unable to get hit by the N-Sig, refusing to die, is able to play out this scythe. Just fantastic. And you can see Luna maybe trying to hesitate, but trying to find a way to enter.
Yeah, he is, but I mean, now you have one stock all, but it's very interesting because Guichabou, if he loses this, that's it. Luna wins the tournament, so he's got to pull out all the stops, but he's not playing scared. He's not playing with a scared bone in his body. He knows exactly what he has to do, and he's going to try his best to do it. So Luna trying his best to try and get the edge guarding. He's not going to find anything. It's a downlight recovery.
Delay.
That is going to be it. Luna takes it 3-0, and he will be your Galaxy Cup number 11 North American 1v1s champion.